Monday, November 17th. Not for you, of course. You're watching this a few days after I have opened a collector booster box of Avatar, tried to guess the prices while doing so, and most importantly, determined whether or not the money I spent on this box is contained within it, or perhaps more, or perhaps a lot less. It's the Avatar Collector Booster Box game. Now, just how much is this children's card game product going for? Well, I wrote down the prices here. A collector booster pack, this is MSRP value of Avatar, is $37.99. So while there is no official MSRP on a full box, the box contains a whopping 12 booster packs, meaning that the cost of this box, at MSRP of course, is $455.88 for 12 packs of standard. However, it's not selling for that. It's selling for more. And it's currently selling on the secondary market for $520 per box, which, yes, is what I paid for this one. Yeah, that's great, because we are not only opening up this $520 booster box of Magic cards today, but I'm giving away 10 of these to all of you this Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific on my Whatnot stream. It's the Collector Booster Box Avatar giveaway on Whatnot. But you know what? Screw it. If you win one of these, I'll actually give you the choice to instead get a Nintendo Switch 2 or a PlayStation 5 or the $550 Steam Deck one, not the more expensive, it's the middle. There's 3 Steam Decks. The middle one's the same price as 12 booster packs of standard. It'll be your choice. 10 winners in all this Friday at 2 p.m. And what's more, there's more giveaways after me because the Command Zone is giving away a ton of collector booster boxes as well. Whatnot is just like if Twitch and eBay had a baby. People are able to stream themselves selling items. I myself am not only giving away these collector booster boxes, but I've got signed playmats, signed cards, draft bundles and booster packs galore, and even signed academic deck boxes, like this special, only available on my Whatnot stream color configuration of Tardist Blue, Cream White, and Tolarian Gold. Create a brand new account with Whatnot, and you also get a $15 credit off of anything in my store, or the Command Zone store, or anyone's store. So yes, thanks to Whatnot, we're giving away 10 booster boxes of Avatar, but if you win, you can also get a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch 2 or a Steam Deck. It'll be your choice. What do you want? Cardboard or a gaming system? It's up to you on Whatnot this Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific. And create that new account by going to www.whatnot.com/invite/Tolarian College and just get $15 credit to spend anywhere. Thank you, Whatnot, for sponsoring this incredible giveaway. All right, so reminder that we are opening up this collector booster box while pricing is still at pre-sale, which means 2 things. The prices of the cards you're about to see may dramatically change prior to the go live date on Friday. They may go up, they may go down. I think they will likely go down. What will go up potentially is the price of the box itself, which is already too high, if you ask me. And I know people say, oh, you say that every set. You say that always says it's too expensive. I think that the fact that you're paying over $500 for this, 12 packs of standard is just, quite frankly, absurd. Just absolutely absurd. And I'll maintain that. I will always maintain that. And the problem is that this absurdity hits standard now because Universes Beyond has higher pricing due to the fact that they have to do licensing agreements or whatever the behind the scenes are. And then if they see that we're willing to pay more for standard packs, Universes Beyond, then they'll charge us for non-Universes Beyond. I dread to see what Lorwyn will go for. I was so disheartened to see what pre-release cost was. But that's not local game stores' fault when they are getting the product at such an exponentially high price from Wizards. It's Wizards' fault for charging that much. And it was so heartbreaking because it's an awesome set. It's a really well-designed set, and you know that pre-release is one of my favorite things ever. And I spoke to many Magic the Gathering players and said, are you pre-releasing? And I said, I'd love to, but I can't afford it. So who's it for? All right. I'm going to guess prices. We can talk about the cost of Magic products, Universes Beyond and otherwise. Disclaimer that I do not know what these prices are. I know there are some very expensive cards if we get the neon foil ink ones. Allegedly, those are in the thousands. I would just like to get Wan Shitong, but here we go. The Mechanist. And this is in foil. This is a really good card. I'm going to say at pre-sale pricing, this has got to be in foil. Let's say $14.50. $14.50. This is a really great card for Commander. We did our video about the best new cards for the Commander 99. And then here we go. We're going to see a lot of these, I believe. Visions of Beyond. What are they going for? What if I just say for all of the screenshot cards, 99 cents. Just because it doesn't look that bad in person. Visions of Beyond, I know other ones do. But yeah. The Last Agni Kai, another one that is a fantastic card. This set is pushed, and I'm here for it just because I want to see cards that are remembered and played with, and I want to see Standard come back. So let's say this is probably maybe $11. Oh. And the artwork, again, this was an issue I discussed in my video, not to repeat my points, but this artwork, if I did not know what Avatar was, and it isn't true for all of it, but a lot of the artwork, this could just be a real Magic card, which it is, of course, a real Magic card. Day of the Black Sun. I don't think this is up there in price. I'm going to guess maybe $10 just because it's pre-sale, but I'm not too hot on this card. Full Art Island, I sound like a broken record. I always think these should be much more than $2. Show me $2. And then it seems that the way the pack is those were our rares and mythics, and now we have these cards, and the symbol you'll notice means that these are from the last Avatar Eternal. So these are cards that'll show up in Jumpstart boosters as well. And I don't know how that affects pricing. But I'm going to say that the Princess here is probably about a $6.50 card, right? Thriving Bluff. This is just one of the lands that's going to be in Jumpstart boosters. Wow, we get a lot that are going to be in the Jumpstart boosters. But I think this is just $5. And then editor, just for this first pack, I think, there's my ringtone. Beep! And editor, just for this first pack, let's show pricing of all the cards past that point. But I do not believe that any of these are worth even during pre-sale. Maybe they are. Maybe during pre-sale. Is Uncle Iroh worth more than $2? You'll keep your eye open. Once again, the $2 limit that we have on cards is because of the fact that in the old days, I had to, individually sell these on places like eBay and TCG Player, and I still do, by the way. A lot of people ask me, do you still sell them? And I don't have the frantic need to get it done as immediately as I once did. So when we started doing the booster box game, I had a lot of conversations with my wife because we were operating just out of pocket. I was in my basement, and buying one booster box for us as just people to enjoy was a big, we didn't have a lot of money. I was a professor, at a community college. We didn't have health insurance. So just a booster box back then when they were $100, $110, that was a really big deal. A really big deal. And being able to do this for the booster box game, I had to really assure my wife we're buying one for the channel, and I will not buy another one unless, that artwork, The Legend of Kyoshi, that's got to be a $20 card, right? No, it's not. It's not, because it's. I don't think that this is really. It's a good card, but I don't think it's $20. But just for that artwork, $20. I gotta say, what do we say about maybe pre-sale? $13? Let's say that pre-sale. Maybe it settles at $8 after pre-sale. And so we really did. I went online and I had to sell these cards, and those early booster box games, sometimes they were coming up late. It was reflecting what I sold it for. And then as we went on and we were able to standardize the process and money from the channel was coming in, the money from the channel was used to buy the product and the product was sold to keep the channel going like that. And it really was, an important part of it, but we were able to look up things like, market price and just use that. And then I would liquidate the cards, in the next couple days. And that's kind of still what we do. At this point, I'm pretty sure all of these cards were just in uncommons, even though they're the Last Airbender Eternal. Editor, if you see anything that has a value of more than $2, show it off. But we do still sell it. We do sell it on Whatnot. So that is one thing. Most of these cards you're going to see on Whatnot, signed by me at our next stream, where we're giving away, not an ad, I already did the ad, but we're giving away 10 collector booster boxes of this damn set. Or you can have a Switch 2 instead. I don't care. You'll just let me know, hey, Prof, I'd rather have a Switch 2. But I just take these and sign the cool ones, not all of them. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can pick one up in the store. You can also support the channel on Patreon. Oh, wow, sucker. You can support the channel on Patreon and all that stuff, but that's what we do now. And we do sell the more expensive ones, obviously, just on eBay, TCG Player, local game stores. We have a local game store here. If you're in Portland, Oregon, Total Games does really good. We'll sell it to them either for credit or cash, and great stuff. And we just find ways to recoup our losses. And some sets, many sets are losses, but they allow you to enjoy this box opening with me. And for some people, they can't afford to buy a box for themselves. And I think that sucks, because I remember when even at that $110 price range, it was a hardship for us. And I guess that was 12 years ago, but I was a college professor. Like, I wasn't tenured, obviously, and I was at community college, but it wasn't easy. And I don't know what it's like now, because the economy is not better. The economy is, Bosco, just a bear. Show me. Even though this is is that a common or an uncommon? I can't, the symbol is a little, that's got to be an uncommon. Show me that's a $5 uncommon. But the economy is not better, and the cost of Magic is going up, and I feel that the reason why sales are so big isn't because all of you watching this. Let me know in the comments, honestly, are all of you in the comments the average person? Listen, acknowledge if you're lucky enough that you're doing so well successfully in life that you can buy couple collector boosters every set. Congratulations, that's great. I think that's fantastic, but also acknowledge, hey, not everyone can do that. And let me know in the comments if you're kind of a much more average income. How much do you buy collector boosters? How much do you buy play boosters? How much do you draft anymore? What does draft cost at your local game store? Keep in mind, like, local game stores are not getting good deals from distributors or anything like that either. So it's really rough. And I feel that the argument that collector boosters can be $500, I don't agree with that. I think $240 is crazy, but I can see the argument when these were $240 each. Oh, that it's the artwork. It's also a great card. It's also, show me $12.99. Intruder alert. Oh, that one doesn't look so good. 99 cents, because I'm just saying all of those are. They're more than that, I know. I can't even tell if this is foil, to be honest with you. I really can't. I don't think this is foil. It just has this weird gloss to it. Yeah, that the other non-foils don't have. Oh, I'm so sorry about that screenshot art and how bad it looks. But if you want to make the argument that, yeah, it's okay for collector boosters to cost this, whales will buy it, collectors will buy it, people like that will buy it, and it like subsidizes the game, then how come play boosters are more expensive than ever and yet have fewer cards than ever? And people get mad at me when I say things like that. Ooh, we got Aang at the crossroads here. And they're like, why are you keep pointing out that booster boxes only have 30 packs now? Because it wasn't that long ago that draft boosters had 36 packs in a box, and you could pick those boxes up for $110 just about anywhere. And it was better margins for the stores there. They were getting them for a lot less than they are now. And I just feel it's a shame that pre-release is prohibitively expensive to a casual player. I feel that is not good for the game. I feel that you should be able to go into a pre-release. If you're a student, save up. If you're a kid, take your kids. If you're a working mom or dad, and that's supposed to be pre-release. And I did my pre-release video. Boy, this person was hounding me about it, saying like it was sponsored, and it's not. Pre-release is my favorite event. I've only been sponsored for Spider-Man, and you saw how I talked about that. So if you can believe me, that when money gets involved, I mean, like, I remember one of my first sponsorships was for a product, and they sponsored me to show it off, and I failed it. And I wonder why I'm called difficult to work with sometimes, but I just do me. I've only been received money from, was in my now 12 years. We're going on 12 years of Tolarian Community College, 12 years. And I've only received money from Wizards of the Coast once. And it was for Spider-Man. And technically it was just to go to the Comic-Con reveal. And that was the agreement, was they said, you just, all we want you to say is we're gonna send you to the big reveal at Comic-Con. We'd like you to take some pictures and say, thank you, WotC, for sending me to Comic-Con, and we'll pay you for your time. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then I had not seen any of the cards at that point. But I gave my honest opinion on Spider-Man, and some people agreed, some people did not. But then I love pre-release, and I love people going to pre-release. It's good for local game stores, it's good for community, it's good for fun, it's good for Magic. And for Avatar, I like the set. I genuinely like the set. And I want people to go to pre-release, and people were like, oh, look at this pre-release video, it has to be sponsored because he's telling people to go to pre-release. I say it for every set. Even Spider-Man, I did a pre-release guide. I had a pre-release guide for Edge of Eternities. I did a pre-release guide for Aether Drift. I hated Aether Drift. I loved Edge of Eternities. I loved Final Fantasy. I loved Dragonstorm Tarkir. I did pre-release guides for all the sets. And this was the first one, though, where I was hearing so much. Like, you always hear it a little bit when you do videos like this. Oh, Zuko conflicted. He's like, should I go to pre-release because it's $60? And the answer is that's too much, I think. And it sucks that it was $60 at some places. Show me not $60, but $20 on Zuko. Show D, public servant, because it's a meme. 99 cents. Just because I can't bear to say that these should be worth any more. Where's our neon foil ones that are worth so much money? United Front, I don't know that this is more than an $8 card. The Terror of Serpents Pass, definitely only $6.50. And Elemental Teachings, I fear, is $5. Those are just my guesses. We'll see. Maybe it's really crazy because I don't cheat and like look on TCG Player or Card Kingdom or any of the online, or what's the new one that's out there? I got to check them out more. I can't remember. There's somebody who's coming in competition to TCG Player who, you know, things are slipping over there. They did some very bad unethical practices, and people are finding a lot of problems with their delivery and fulfillment. And there's a competitor, and I should start maybe buying from them and checking them out and seeing if their prices are competitive and their service quality is better. And they're right on my desktop. I'll check it out. But you go to everybody. I mean, I'm sponsored by Card Kingdom. And I like Card Kingdom. They do wonderful things in the community, and sometimes they have great prices, and sometimes they don't. Go look. You can go to cardkingdom.com/TCC, not an ad. I mean, sponsor, but like, look at the prices and you compare. And sometimes you scoop up a good deal, and sometimes it's like, oh wow, that's more expensive. I'll shop somewhere else. And that's what I do myself. I just go to all the sites, check the prices, and as long as I know I'm going to receive a non-damaged product, as a certain place that is no longer really around, that was infamous for mailing out damaged product, and like people would get bent cards, but as long as you know you're not getting that. But yeah, I'm not happy with how expensive it got, and I think Wizards has an obligation to ensure affordable pre-releases and honestly affordable play boosters and affordable drafts. And I do think that there is an obligation as a company that wants to do these things to make sure that local game stores thrive. So I'm also sponsored by Micro Center, and I just had, dinner with some of the folks from there, and I said, you know what I do like about Micro Center is that your stuff's all MSRP. And there's a lot of issues with price gouging these days. And everything in Magic is MSRP. And they said, yeah, that's important. There weren't Magic players. And they're like, they were just the Magic department is who I was talking to. And they're like, yeah, we actually have anti-scalper policies in place. And we will never mark up. And they said, I'm allowed to say this. It's the promise, the guarantee. They're not going to mark up Magic product. They'll sell it for MSRP. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm going to talk about that in the next ad. But then I think about things like local game stores that do mark up. And I've always said that sometimes there's an understandable markup. It's like, look, if a card is, let's say, 50 cents on TCG Player or Card Kingdom or whatever, and then your local game store is charging $1 for it, but you get it there over the counter. I've said, like, listen, don't do it if it's not financially viable for you. But if you're like, I can do it 50 cents and then what is it, like $3.99 shipping or whatever, but you throw it in a bigger order. Do what works for you financially, but sometimes, like I always say, when it is reasonable, when it is possible to do so. Oh, that's so beautiful. I have no idea what it's worth, but it's so beautiful. Oh, the art. It's so gorgeous. So, like, I feel like I'm giving prices based on the art. I'll say like a solid 10. Okay, let's look at what it does before we guess it. All right, it's 4. It's mono blue. It's a 3/3. It's a spirit ally. It's got flying. It's got vigilance. It's got water bend. So we get a whole bunch of little things to help out, and we can cast a non-creature spell from my hand without paying its mana cost. Got a little action going there. It's a little bit. I think $10 pre-release is fair, but man, that art. It's so beautiful. It's so... No, I'm just kidding. I saw that it was under there. And then it would have been funny if it was the ugly one. It's blurry, though. Like, it looks cool for Lightning Bolt, but it is blurry. It's weird that it's blurry. I heard they lost the masters of the show. I don't know if this is true, so don't quote me. Like Prof said, that's why. But I thought I saw someone say... just right before sitting down, they were saying, well, they lost the masters of the show, so they can't get HD hits. And that sucks just because the show's, it's animation. Like, that's lost art and everything. I had hoped when I wanted to do that joke, I had saw that it was one of them and I wanted it to be the ugly one and go, afterwards. That would have been really funny if it wasn't one of the slightly cooler looking screenshots. And they are screenshots, and they're the same as other games, the exact same ones. It's like Paramount, I guess. Is it Paramount or Nickelodeon? Who owns who? Who owns who these days? Sent them just like a big slop file of... Oh, I'm not allowed to say slop anymore. Sorry. Shoot. Bleep that. A huge slush. A huge slush. Slurry. I like slurry. Slurry's a cool word. A huge slurry of just art, and they just send it to all the other games. And it's such a shame with Magic art being so famous for being some of the highest quality, highest standards. Never mind all the stuff where like that AI thing may or may not have slipped in. Like at least they publicly are against it, and they're gonna like they got sloppy, but they don't want to be sloppy. I'm saying sloppy, not slop. Let's not start that crap again. Man, somebody was really using it, like screaming it and said, calm down, it's a game. There's other games. Go play Riftbound if you can find it on shelves. But it really is a shame that things like there's cards with the same art on it and everything from other games, that it's not unique. Okay, now is this one of the neon ones? So here's the deal. Holy, okay, is this one of the neon ones? This is the neon ink. This is a $2,000 card. There's a backside. Oh! This is the most expensive pull, I think, in TCC history. I'm giving away 10 of these on Friday. 10 of these boxes I'm giving away on Friday. But this one was purchased at a local game store. Support your local game store. We're just... Oh my God. And yet, I'll be honest with you. This is the problem, isn't it? This is the problem. This is why the boxes are $550, is because of the chance of pulling this. Now, this will hopefully go down after freaking launch, but I don't think it will. What was the, oh, God. Well, we made it to another box. Let's open up another box. No, I'm giving it away. I'm giving away 10. I'm giving away 10 on Whatnot. Or you can have a Switch 2, or you can have a PlayStation 5, or I'll get you the $550 Steam Deck. There's that $550 Steam Deck. It's your choice. So you want a Steam Deck or this? Well, anyway, we made it to the box. Magic's too expensive, y'all. Magic's too expensive. It is. I don't know that collector boosters, I think one thing, but why can't we get the price of play boosters down? I can't open that in a play boost. Why are the play boosters not significantly less? Editor, show the price without this card. If we'd have gotten there though, show the price without this card. Incredible. Just incredible. And there it is. I think that is the biggest pull in TCC history. And I didn't even know I pulled it because I couldn't even tell it was the neon ink. Why isn't it I guess it's neon like the yellow is. I thought it would glow. Whoop, 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 neon. All right. Wow. We're entering an interesting era. We Pokemon now, and that's what they want, with the stuff flying off the shelves and everything. And yet, they still can make a good set. Spider-Man, I'm not talking about it. I'm not bad. Nope, stop, don't shut it off. I'm not. Avatar is a great set. I think it is on par. Like, if you take the artwork off of it, I think it might even be better than Final Fantasy. I think it's on par with Edge. I think the two best sets, if you said to me, I think the top 3 sets of the year are Final Fantasy, Avatar, and Edge of Eternities, but not in that order. I think this is tied with Edge for the best set of the year. From, at the very least, a gameplay standpoint. And sorry, it's just, you know, I played on that gameplay episode with Post Malone, and we did 3 games, and sorry, I'm feeling, this thing's hitting me right now. So there was that big night, we did the gameplay with Posty, and we're at his house. And he's a big Magic player. He knew who I was. I didn't really know who he was at the time. It was a funny moment. I sound like such an arrogant ass, but I say to him like he looked at me and he was like in one of the early games, and he goes, "You don't really know who I am, do you?" And I just, in that moment, I thought it was funny, but I go, "But do you know who I am?" And he said, "Of course, I love you." And I'm like, "Well," but for the 3rd game, he goes, "I want to dress like you." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "I want to wear your outfit." Show the photo. So he goes, "I want to wear your outfit." And I go, "Well, I only have my outfit with me. You can't put on my clothes. I'd have no clothes." He goes, "I'm going to dress you." And he takes me into his wardrobe and he's like, this, and he picks out an outfit. And so the joke was, for the final episode, he wore my outfit and I wore his. And one of the things he put on his post hat and all this stuff. And one of the things he did was he got a piece of jewelry. And he goes, "You need some," I think he didn't say drip, he said something. And he put this ring on my finger. And the ring was, I said, "What's this worth?" And I'm pretty sure it was worth like $1 million or something like that. And as we were playing the game, I had a hard time focusing because I was sitting there in the game. It was just on my finger. And I was just thinking about how much that would help and how much that could help. And so so we do our yearly charity every year, or in February, for Trans Lifeline. We've raised over $1 million for Trans Lifeline, and that's something Tolarian Community College does. But this card is the professors, And I'm going to, independent of that fundraiser, I'm going to sell this and donate the money to charity, because I don't want this in my collection. It's too much money, $2,000 or whatever. No, I just don't. Yeah. So we're gonna donate this to charity, and that is not part of the Trans Lifeline fundraiser. I'll give it to Trans Lifeline, but yeah, no, I don't want it. I mean, I don't. It's not that I don't mean it like I don't want it, but I don't. So my most expensive cards. People ask me about my most expensive cards, and they're revised dual lands. I opened the Tabernacle, and I still have the Tabernacle. So I guess the Tabernacle is my most expensive card. What's the Tabernacle worth right now, editor? I have that card. I cracked it from a pack that I bought at Card Kingdom, and people said it was rigged, and it wasn't. Card Kingdom didn't even know I bought it. I swear to you. And so that video, I opened a Tabernacle and I bought the pack at Card Kingdom just to open it. And that's my most expensive card. But really, I don't have an affection for Tabernacle. I kept it because of the significance. But my real cards that I have the affection for are the revised dual lands, because they're from high school. And they're what really mean a lot to me. And I've opened almost all of them. And one of them, somebody opened next to me at a GP, and he said, well, I don't want it. And I said, can I buy it off you? And those are worth some money. I haven't checked lately what revised duels are going for, but that's the most expensive stuff. I know I own no power, and I never will. I don't want it. And that's the most expensive real cards. I want to complete my set of revised. I don't know how I can afford the packs anymore, because revised turned into something. Fallen Empires is too expensive, so I might have to just buy the cards. But yeah, I am gonna sell Ang, and I will donate the money independently to Trans Lifeline, and stay tuned in February for our Trans Lifeline fundraiser that we do as Tolarian Community College. We broke $1 million, and now we want to hit 2. So stay tuned for that. It's a very good cause. And tune in on Whatnot, and everybody with the Whatnot, Appa! Let's get some good feels. Appa! $20, right? 20. Show me $20 for Appa. Scouts warning, 99 cents. I love being sponsored by Whatnot because I make them give you money. I'm giving away more money on Friday than Whatnot pays me. It's true. So what Whatnot keeps doing is they keep coming to me and saying, we want this to be a big one. We want this to be a big one. What do we do? And I go, you got to give away money to my viewers. And I keep asking for more. And I said, I just keep asking for more. And I got away with 10 collector booster boxes. Or if you want and you win one, you can ask for a Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, I know Nintendo sucks. I'm actually really angry at Nintendo. Nintendo Switch 2. Or you can ask for a PlayStation 5, same price, actually a little less expensive. Or you can ask for that $550 Steam Deck. And I'll send that to you anywhere in the world that I'm allowed to. Oh, that art. It's one of my favorite arts from the set. Yeah, I say that a lot. One of my favorite arts. $18.55. Oh my God. 99 cents. All right. So are we, is the question, are we at the cost of this box without the neon ink card? Are we at the cost of this box without the neon ink card? I don't know. I do not know. I think with pre-release pricing, I don't think we got there. I'm gonna guess we didn't. So I didn't really add it all up. But I think that we probably hit maybe, let's say $375. I'm trying to remember what was in this pile. It's offensive to me. It really is that this should not be $375. It's a game. It's a game, y'all. Anyway, now it's a different type of game. Sorry. The saddest person in the world. I'm really happy that I can give this money to charity. That's a good thing. That's doing good. I'm really happy that I get to give 10 of these boxes to people at the freaking holidays, to people who hopefully could otherwise maybe not afford them, and will get them and can maybe give them to their kids as a present, kids who like Avatar, a kids show, or open it up if they grew up on Avatar and it means something to them. Or maybe you'll just get a damn Switch and play Pokemon. PlayStation 5 apparently is not as hot. I grew up where PlayStation 2 was the hottest thing, so I'm like, PlayStation 5! But apparently the kids tell me it fell off. So I guess you can get your choice this Friday and see how that goes and show me $375. Wow, it's really something else, isn't it? Well, I'm looking forward to selling this and giving the money away to a good cause. I hope whoever ends up owning it will actually put it in a deck and play with it. If you'd like to see Avatar actually played and enjoyed, it's an amazing set. Check out the newest episode of Shuffle Up and Play, where we crack open packs, build decks, and play this great game. It's me and Krim and Voxy and Wheeler. It's some of the most fun I've had in a long, long while. I hope very much you'll check out that video and enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And remember, I am giving away 10 collector booster boxes of Avatar. Thank you, Whatnot, on my Whatnot stream this Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific. And then after me, the Command Zone is giving away a ton of collector booster boxes. I don't know how many they're giving away. Ask them. They're giving away a bunch of collector booster boxes of Avatar. But of course, if you win, if you're one of those 10 winners, I'll also let you choose if you want instead a Nintendo Switch 2, brand new, PlayStation 5, or that Steam Deck thing. It's a Steam Deck. I'll send you the Steam Deck, the one. It'll be your choice, or you can have the collector booster box of Avatar. You decide, only on Whatnot this Friday at 2, followed by the Command Zone. Thank you very much, Whatnot, for taking your corporate money and letting it go from me into local game stores to buy this product and then send to other people for free. That's pretty cool. I think that's really cool, actually.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
What's up? It's Shuffle Up and Play, and today the theme of our Commander episode is themes.
Let's talk about my theme. All of my cards are orbs of some fashion. The entire deck has to have spheres in it.
I did not tell anyone else at the table to build a theme. I just kind of said, bring whatever you want to bring. You're the only person with a theme.
You know, if you attack Prof, you get to draw a card.
You know, if you attack Prof, you'll regret it.
You know what? I'm a filthy blue mage.
So a blue mage.
Yes, Avon Interrupter, who is carrying his orb.
That's incredible. Stop stealing my things.
I am finally of an age where I think I need glasses.
Did you just say that to a table of three people with glasses?
I've been of that age since 6.